Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the Fergie Way with me, Teach FM. As you know, in this episode, we were going to have 2 live comms, but I'm going to drop the ball now and let you know it is only going to be 1 live comm. It is only going to be the Chelsea game today. So what we'll do is we'll run the intro and I'll see you on the other side. So yeah, guys, came to the decision that Chelsea and Tottenham, both big games, and although it'd be good to do them both back-to-back, have them both in the exact same episode, I personally think they deserve a little bit more than that. They deserve to be played on extended highlights, give them enough time to see what's going on in the game. So yeah, we are only going to run one live com today. It will be the Chelsea game at home at Old Trafford. So what we'll do first is we'll go to the schedule, we'll see the 2 games that we've played since the last episode and see how we got on. So first up, guys, we did play Aston Villa at Old Trafford, and as you can see, we did run out 2-1 winners. Now, the stats actually indicate that we played a really good game. We destroyed them. We had them held all over the park. However, as you can see, Villa did take the lead in the 13th minute, and it took pretty much the rest of the half for us to pull ahead. And for a moment, I'll be honest, I was a little bit worried. It was Martial who came to the rescue. He did manage to grab himself a brace. It was just one of those game, guys, where, you know, there's a good few highlights and stuff. I mean, Martial had a hatful of chances. Probably should have scored at least a hat-trick, but he didn't. But yeah, one of the goals was assisted by young Renato Sanchez, who did start that game, and I was pretty pleased with that all in all. In the next game, we did travel to Burnley for the Premier League tie against them, and yeah, I mean, a real Jekyll and Hyde performance from Renato Sanchez. He did open up the scoring within 2 minutes, with a bit of a screamer of a goal, it has to be said, once again being started following his good start in his previous game. And then within a matter of 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes, he got sent off for what was described as a horror tackle. So at half-time, aggressively told him that, you know, it's not good enough getting sent off so early in a game. And then at the end of the game, of course, I gave him a warning, which he accepted. I slated him in the press, saying it's not good enough. He's going to have to sit out games because, to be honest, although the news isn't in, my guess is he's not just going to get the 1 game ban, it's probably going to be extended anyway. So he's going to have to sit out games. And yeah, but all in all, I mean, I played, as you can see, some of the youngsters. Young Borthwick Jackson got his first start under me, and Callum Gribben played as well. He played actually quite well. He's only shown a 7.7, but rest assured, he did play a good game. But yeah, I mean, other than Renato getting that early goal, it sort of played out as a will they, won't they? And I did end up actually finishing the game strikerless because it got to the sort of the 75th minute. And to be honest, Rashford wasn't having the best of games, playing a 6.8 rating. So I decided to bring on Daley Blind, sitting behind the midfield. So basically, Matt was the only one left up top and had really no one to go to. But we played it out. We come away 1-0 winners. So another 3 points. Genuinely quite happy. And that's that, guys. It was just them 2 games at the moment. As we can see, of course, the loss in the last episode, which is still a little bit bittersweet. Hate losing to penalties. To be honest, hate winning on penalties. I thought we did enough to turn Real Madrid over in the last episode, but hey, it's behind us now. We will look forward. Of course, we do have the home tie against Chelsea at Old Trafford, so that should be good. But there is one other small matter of business. There's not really been much in the news. However, we do have the Champions League draw coming up, so we will see who we get in the groups. So on my way to the Champions League draw, guys, we've got a big bit of news. Anthony Martial has injured his lower back through wear and tear. That's the only description of it, but it does seem put out for 7 to 9 weeks. Never great news when you lose someone who scored so many goals for you the season before. However, it's sort of quite nice. I've mentioned this before. When you've got 4 strikers playing a 2-striker formation, it limits your options. And when I have pretty much got confidence in all 4 of my strikers, you know, with the likes of Memphis becoming a striker himself, I won't go as far as saying happy. It's just nice to know that I'm going to be choosing between the 3. A lot of them are going to get game time, and hopefully Martial, when he gets back, will come on firing. So here we are in the draw, guys, and I will just click through. As you can see, we've been put into Group B, which is handy. So we do get Borussia Dortmund, so not the easiest of ties. However, I don't want an easy group. A hard group will suit me fine. Would have been better to have one of the bigger guys, but hey-ho. We do have Dynamo Kiev, which is quite good as well. At least we didn't get someone really poor in the third tie. And then we get Salzburg. And yeah, a pretty good group all in all. We will take a quick look at the other group, see what the group of death is. There's always one. So as we look down here, oh, there's one. Real Madrid, Napoli, Monaco, maybe not group of death. Oh, there we go. Lyon, Juventus, Barcelona, and maybe there's another one, Bayern and City being drawn together. So yeah, pretty happy with the Champions League group. Should be able to progress because that is our main aim this year. Bearing in mind that the plan at the moment is this is the final season for this series, and we'll maybe look to go on and do something else. If you guys do want me to carry it on, shove it in the comments, but certainly at the moment, that's the plan. So here we are then, guys, at match day for what will be a massive game at Old Trafford, of course, against Chelsea. So we have been made favourites at 6-4 and Chelsea out at 13-8. Key men being Paul Pogba for us and Courtois for them. One thing I did want to mention before we go into this was in the press conference on the run-in, Chelsea's manager, who's now Mancini, did single out Zlatan Ibrahimovic as our weakest link. What a fucking idiot. So we will go into today's lineup, guys, and have a look at how we've lined up first, being the home team. So as you can see, we do have De Gea in the sticks. We have Alaba on the left back, Bailly and Smalling as a centre-back pairing, and Darmian at right back. We have Paul Pogba playing the advanced playmaker role, Daley Blind as the defensive midfielder, and Herrera giving the support, with Juan Mata playing a trequartista role, sat behind Zlatan Ibrahimovic as a complete forward, and Rashford as the advanced forward. Now, one thing I've spotted with Rashford early season is he makes a hell of a lot more runs behind the defence than Martial ever did. So I'm hoping that playing him a lot more this season, we might be able to grab him a lot more goals than he got last season, but time will tell. We will go on to the Chelsea team, however, see how they've lined up today. As we can see, they've got Courtois in goal, Azpilicueta at left back, David Luiz and Christensen at centre back, and Leon at right back. They have Højbjerg, who they bought off Southampton this summer, in the middle with Kante. Then they have Willian, the aging Cesc Fabregas, Oscar the mercenary who's gone to China in real life on the right, and they have Mario Mandzukic up front. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't even know they'd bought. Big target, man. Be something different for Chelsea. So we will see what Roy wants to do today. My guess is hard tackle a load of people, and a load would have been better than that. So we are going to go in hard on Willian anyway. We do like to hand out a little bit of hard tackling, it must be said, and we will show the same gratitude to Mandzukic, who is of course new to the Premier League, and we'll just let him know that we're here to say hello. Going into the team talk, I am going to encourage the players to prove a point. I'm not going to use the sort of do it for the fans, simply because Chelsea haven't been doing that well. For the fans, I say for the derby and of course for the Liverpool games. So one thing I will say to Rashford is I expect a performance. No, I won't. I'm going to say I have faith in him. So we're in 10 minutes, guys. It's the first notable highlight, and it's Pogba who's just forced a save from Courtois. It does look like it's Juan Mata will take the resulting corner. As he whips one in, Pogba again. Nope, Oscar will retrieve it and try and march up the pitch for Chelsea. Stole back from Darmian now, and it's Pogba. Pogba in the box. Has he been fouled? Nothing? Nope. Chelsea tried to counter, but you're not going to get much out of Mandzukic up that end of the field on the counter. It's Herrera now. Pogba. I'm going to eat my words about that counter-attack with Mandzukic. It's Ibrahimovic now, down to Mata. Rashford. Rashford's got three men round him, does well to pick out Mata and Herrera. May as well have just said, yeah, Courtois, let me just pass you this, mate. 15 minutes in, no early signs of positive. We've had all the attacks, 3 shots, all of them being on target. And of course, we're running 65% possession. Possession don't win you games, but when you're commanding the attack like that, unless Chelsea are going to get up the other end and nick one out of nowhere, we should do quite well. Now, we have picked up a gashed head to Juan Mata, currently off the pitch getting treatment. We'll just wait and see for this highlight to play out before we make any decisions. I'd imagine he'd be all right, but yeah, you just don't want to go risking it really, do you? As Alaba now steals it back. Zlatan Ibrahimovic plays it into Pogba. Pogba strikes one from distance. Courtois pushes it round the post, does well to get down to it. Still 0-0, and we've got a corner now. It's Herrera playing it in. Pogba's picked it up on the edge. Tried putting it back across, cut out by Christensen. But Blind's retrieved the ball deep in Chelsea's half. Mata nods it down with his bloodied head. It's Rashford now. Rashford whips it in. Ibrahimovic puts it over the bar. Rashford did well to get down the side there. I'm concerned. Let's take a look. Let's see how Mata's really looking from a fitness point of view. It's 76. We'll monitor him again in a few minutes. We'll see whether he's getting any better as the game goes on. It's Pogba now to Herrera. Pogba. Darmian's picked it up now on the right-hand side, playing in Herrera. Darmian's trying to get down the wing. He is marked by Højbjerg. He's whipped it back off him. It's Ibrahimovic hits the bar. Oh, I don't really want Ibra to score just to shut Mancini up. I hate Mancini. Horrible little... Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's Darmian now. Smalling. And that's the end of the highlight, guys. Once again, we are doing quite well, though. Get rid of this shite. It's Pogba. David Luiz. Managing to get it out. We want to get rid of this. Keep him on. It's Darmian now. From the throw-in to Rashford. Højbjerg tries clearing it out, but Blind recovers it. It's Pogba. Pogba is really at the races today. He's had so many shots and good ones as well. Not like balloon efforts over the bar. Mata with a cross. Mandzukic now, all he can do is clear it. It only goes as far as Darmian, though. We're absolutely stomping them. It's Pogba now. So Rashford. Mata. Mata will try and play Rashford back in. He doesn't know. Ibra. Oh, Pogba. Absolutely Montying him. Pogba now. Rashford. Rashford's on his own. He's had to go alone and he's just tapped it to Courtois. We have had two clear-cut chances, guys. We're on the 40th minute. We've not got anything from them. Rashford. Pogba. Pogba plays Mata in and Mata kicks it straight. Courtois must be playing a hell of a rating at the moment. We'll have a look at... Wait for this corner to play out. Eric Bailly nods one wide. So Mata's not getting any worse. It's only a gashed head. However, he's playing a 6.6. It may be affecting his game a little bit. I'll probably look to bring on Mkhitaryan at half-time, which we are going into now by the looks of it. Going in 0-0. And this should be the final highlight. So that's it, guys. All square at Old Trafford, as it said on the bottom of the screen there. And I'm going to assertively tell them that it's not good enough. Far from pleased. Fire everybody up. And I'm not going to bring him off at half-time because it's going to make his morale go to shit. But we will look at bringing Mata off pretty quickly into the second half, I think. It's Juan Mata now. Pogba on the volley, manages to hit the post. Pogba is having an absolute screamer today. 58th minute, I am going to now look to take off Juan Mata. He's playing a 6.7. He upped his game since half-time. Now the question is, no, bring on Mkhitaryan, bring on the experience. I could have brought on Callum Gribbin there just to give him a little bit of game time, but probably not the right time to do it when you're 0-0 at home. So one of the challenges for the Premier League. And it's David Luiz now with a long throw. Leon, I can see it already. They are getting a corner out of it. That's only Chelsea's second shot, just that one that got deflected there. And it's Leon now. Will take the corner. Goes out to Mandzukic. He does get his head to it. You'd expect that from the big chap. And it's Rashford now. Out to Ibra. And it's the end of the highlight. God, I hate that. So we are going to tell them that we assertively... not aggressively. We assertively demand more. We need them to be playing better here. They've played well. They've been... The only reason they've not scored is Courtois, to me, has had an absolute screamer. But I would like to try and take 3 points from this if we can. It's Daley Blind now to Smalling. Pogba, we are deep in our half. We would rather push up as Alaba forces his way forward. Loses out, though. Højbjerg's on the ball. Diego Costa's managed to get on the pitch. It's Fabregas. Leon. And there's Darmian. Cleaning up after everybody, much as he did all last season. Mkhitaryan to Darmian. Pogba now. Mkhitaryan. Rashford. Rashford's trying to get in the box. He does once again force a save from Courtois. We are going to have to look to maybe change something up in the striking department. Zlatan Ibrahimovic not in the best of games, but I really want it. Do you know what? I'm going to take off Rashford, bring on Depay. I want Zlatan to try and score just to rub Mancini's nose in it, you know? That's exactly what I want to do. I hate Mancini. Always have done. So it's Højbjerg now. Chelsea looking to forge an attack in what has been a drab game for them. If they do manage to nick this, it would be absolute robbery. It's Azpilicueta now. Pogba will pick it up. Can we force the counter-attack? As Memphis now... Ibra was in the middle, but Memphis couldn't deliver the ball. Darmian's picked it up. It's now with Herrera, Pogba. Alaba forcing his way into the box. It's Memphis. It should be 1-0. That should have gone in, or it should have at least hit the target. At least hit the target. It's Fabregas now. Laying again. Alaba's whipped it off him now. Can we counter? Ibrahimovic is in the middle. Ibra's ballooned it over the bar. And we just cannot buy a goal today. We can't buy one. Doesn't matter. Herrera giving away a silly foul. He's probably going to get booked here, and it better not be worse than a booking. Oh, my Lord. Not a right lot we can do. Not a right lot we can say, to be honest. We're going to have to do something to shore up the midfield, because I certainly don't want to lose this. So we will bring on Mensah. It is going to be for Ibra, unfortunately for him, and Mancini will now be glad he said that he was crap. Depay will play up top on his own. Maybe he can force something through, but with 7 minutes left, it's looking unlikely, guys. We will, once again, aggressively this time, demand more from them. We want to force them up the field if we can. It's David Alaba with the ball now. Eric Bailly plays it back to De Gea. We don't want to be playing it backwards. 5 minutes to go at Old Trafford. We want to be pressing forward as much as we can. It's Pogba now. Memphis from distance. You know, Memphis, he's not really done much this season. I mean, he's not had that much game time, but obviously last season, I mean, all he had to do was be brought on and he'd almost be guaranteed a goal. He played that well. Mensah there strips the ball off Chelsea. We have built a counter-attack out of it. It's Mkhitaryan. Get in! Come on! Get in there! 87th minute, guys. The Armenian pops up, doing what only the Armenian can do. So here's the important part of this, guys. Look at Fosu Mensah there. Strips the ball off Christiansen, should I say. And then everything else is just, it's just nice and glorious. Mkhitaryan putting it away, but it was all about that tackle by Fosu Mensah. Well played, Mensah, and he will get a start off that alone. Next game, starting lineup, guaranteed. So there we go, guys. Couple of minutes to go. Chuffed to bits. And it was a game where, although we should have got something from it on the, as the way the game was playing out, when you sort of decide, we're getting nothing from this. And then to come out winners after a goal like that, it's Memphis balloons wide of the post. To come out winners when really we'd resigned to just taking a point, chuffed a bit. It's turned out well. It's Alaba now to Mkhitaryan. It looks like we're probably just in the last couple of minutes now. We're probably going to be playing it out on this highlight with a little bit of luck. We'll just, it's probably not going to make it to the guys in time, but we will just contain. And yeah, Fosu Mensah here on the edge of the area. Darmian, Blind, Pogba, Blind. It's Fosu Mensah nods it down to Darmian, and he was offside. Again, chuffed to bits with Mensah coming onto the pitch there. That interception created the whole thing, the whole shebang, as they say. It's Højbjerg now. Darmian. This will be the last highlight, guys. 20 seconds left on the clock. It'll probably just be dicked around a bit by my plays now that they're sat on contain. And yeah, we're into the final 10 seconds. Chuffed to bits. Full time, guys, at Old Trafford. 1-0 against Chelsea in a game where really we should have destroyed them, but Chelsea were resolute. They changed their formation from the way they started to a very defensive 5-3 and then 2 up at the top. So I think we did quite well. So we will assertively say well done, because to be honest, it was pretty well done. I'm a bit disappointed about all the clear-cut chances, etc. And I am going to say, Fosu Mensah, who didn't even get a rating. He wasn't even on the pitch long enough to get a rating for being there. But I'm going to calmly tell him, you did well out there, because I thought he did. So as we go out of the game, of course, we are going to take a look at Matt's injury. It was only a gash to the head. Yeah, we can have him play through injury. I don't think it's worth it. We'll use the club doctor. He's only going to be out for 2 or 3 days. We are heading into an international break now, so there's no real drama there. And Herrera's picked up a ban for his red card, of which I will issue a warning. And do you know what? I hate this. I should have told him in the post-match. I basically should have told him he'd been a dickhead. I always do that if someone gets sent off, because you don't want the rest of the team thinking, oh yeah, well it's all right to just like boot people in this. In this club we can do whatever we like. So ordinarily I would have picked up on it at the end of the game. Obviously, Mensah had done such a good thing to win the game. My mind was out there. So yeah, we'll issue him with a warning, of which, of course, he'll accept. And we'll move on. We will take a quick look at the league. And as you can see in the Premier League right now, we are currently sat top. And it's 4 in 4 with a goal difference of 4, which isn't great when you look at Tottenham's below us. And we have got maximum points. Harry Kane, top of the goal-scoring charts, and Herrera with the second average rating, top from our team. And De Gea with 3 clean sheets, and that is all we've got going on in the player screens. So, We'll have a quick look at the schedule, but I already know that I do want to come back for the Tottenham game. I know that that means there's not going to be much going on in the news before the game or anything like that, but I'll find some way to fill the time for you guys to make a nice sort of decent length episode. So we'll have a quick look. And as you can see, guys, the next game is against Tottenham. It's around about 2 weeks away game time, but it's definitely one I want to play, especially with Tottenham now sitting second. And I do think Tottenham are going to be one of the main rivals this year. They did play well last season, and if Arsenal fall off the pace, it's Tottenham I expect to be up there. So I will see you at the Tottenham game, guys. Once again, thank you. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you for dropping the like button. Thank you if you subscribed. Thank you for making comments. Just thank you for being here in general. Without you guys watching this, I don't see the point in making it. So as long as I've got you guys viewing, I'm a happy man. That being said, if you have enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button. And if you are new around here, hit the sub button. Go play catch up on the playlist. You know, this is the second season now. We're into episode 23. There's a lot of content there if you've enjoyed this episode and you've not seen any of the others. And on that note, guys, I hope to see you in the next episode, and I'll catch you later. See you in a bit.